Mike here. It's a gorgeous Sunday here in South Louisiana, and hope everybody's staying safe with all this COVID-19 coronavirus craziness going about. Keep 6 feet between you and the next person as much as you can. You know, stay home if you can. But let's get into it. So this 2020, my goals are to get myself and my car, that guy right there, it's 2008 350Z, competition ready. So what I mean by that is to up my driver skill to the point to where I can compete and get like my setup and everything ready to where I can travel and do what I need to do to start competing in drift series around the country, mostly in the South. I'm here in New Orleans, so Florida, Texas, Alabama, stuff like that. But I picked up a trailer on Tuesday. Couldn't really pass up the deal, so drove a couple hours, went, picked it up. I was gonna try to film that, but it was just kind of like, with all this, lockdowns going down, it was kind of like I had to just kind of jump in the truck and go run and grab it. So I did. I got it back. I didn't get back till late that night. I picked it up, and I noticed immediately there's just a lack of lighting on the trailer, especially back where I have to back it in. You see like that road back there. There's no lights. I mean, none whatsoever. So backing it into the yard here, you just can't see the edges of the trailer, and that's a problem. It just takes forever. It took me like 15 minutes just to get the trailer in, because I'm gonna stop, get out the truck, make sure I'm not running into the fence, go back. It just took a while. During the day, it's not so bad, especially when you have the car on it. You can, obviously have like a point of reference with the car. So it wasn't so bad once we had the Z loaded on it. Backing it in was a little bit easier. And the reason I had the Z, normally I wouldn't keep the Z in the backyard on the trailer, is because my buddy is using my garage. He's got some leaking seals on his JZ, so he's using the garage. But I'll kind of give you a rundown real quick. It's a 2020, it's a 20-foot car hauler. I think it's a 610 deck, so it's what, 82 and a half inches wide. So the Z fits on it perfectly. I was super ecstatic to find out that the doors actually you can open the doors, because I had it enclosed for a little while, and obviously couldn't get the doors open with the car in the trailer, and I'm a big boy, so getting out of the car once it was in the trailer was it was a physical challenge. If I had my buddy Drew over here, he's skinny mini, he could slide on in, so we did that a lot. But like if I was by myself, it was rough. So I'm super happy about that. But it's wired for trailer brakes. It has the brakes on the front axle, but the trailer guys, they only give you a 4-pin connector. So I've got but here's the wiring for the trailer brakes. But I have a box with the 7-pin hookups, which I'll mount under here and or over here, wherever, somewhere, to get all that working, get all the trailer brakes and everything working, because I'm towing it with 1500, and just having trailer brakes is just nice. But it has no lighting. So what we're going to do is we put in side marker lights, somewhere like around here, a couple of them down the trailer. Going to be upgrading these incandescent bulbs to LEDs and just making it a little bit nicer. It's your ramps right here. Wish they were a little bit longer, but overall the trailer is great, and I couldn't beat the price. So we did, and now here we are. So we'll come back to when we're actually drilling holes for the side marker lights. But first, I just got done mowing the grass. See how nice my yard looks? Looks fantastic. But I didn't mow under the trailer, So we need to do that. So let's get the trailer hooked up to the truck. We'll pull it out, mow the grass, back it back in. Probably plan on doing most of it back here. The front of the house, it's kind of a pain. You got to back it in the driveway. The driveway is not level. I shouldn't really need to crawl under the trailer too much, except for running the wires. I can put down some cardboard or something. We'll kind of go from that. So let's pull it out. Let's get the yard mowed, get it back in, then we'll get to work. All right, guys, so we're back to the trailer. So this is kind of the rundown of what we're doing. Picked up a bunch of these. I think I picked up 10 of them. 10 of these little lights. And so obviously they're going to go, you know, side marker lights. Like I said, probably one on the corner here. Then one in this area. I'll probably put one here on this guy right here. Just so I can see the edge of the fender. And then probably one more back in this area. And then we've got, like I said, LED taillights to replace these incandescents. We've got a middle running light. Just extra light on the back of the vehicle is always good to have. I like people to be able to see the trailer. It does sit kind of low. The car's black. I don't know, it's just a thing. All right, guys, so we got our measurements, and we'll do the same increments on that side. I won't show you that because you've seen it once already. Then we'll get drilling and we'll go from there. Be my partner in crime. There he is. Tango, what are you doing? He's in the shade. He can't stand the sun. Tango, what are you doing? He's a bum. What I ended up doing, since it was tough to see the black marker on the black trailer, I took my measurements, ran a little piece of masking tape, and then marked our center line for the light. So basically everywhere we've got these little pieces of white tape. We'll be putting a light in. All right, guys, old Barky McBarkster over here. Tango, what you doing? So he sees the neighbor's dog, or he doesn't see him, he hears him. And then he thinks he's got to protect his turf. See, look at his hair all standing up. I don't know if you can see it. But he gets all puffed up, like he's gonna do something. Oh man. Huh. Anyway, that's Tango protecting his territory. So we've got the lights drilled in on this side. We're fixing to take these guys out, the two tails, and swap them out real quick. And we are, as you can see, running out of daylight. So probably get those two guys swapped real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. I think it's just these two 11mm bolts, and it just pops out. I don't know if there's a connector in here or what, but we'll figure it out. So we got all these drilled. So these guys are in there, and then I just drilled a small little hole to run the wiring through. We'll loom it. I'm gonna take all they's out because they're just gonna pop right out. I'll say that now. So we'll take them all out and then paint the inside black, just so it doesn't rust or anything like that. And so yeah, we've got them all pretty much done on this side. Still have to do the other side, but probably gonna be out of daylight for that. So let's get these two rear tails swapped, and then we'll kind of go from there. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. It'll be a G. Where's my thing? Here it is. Coming along with the ride. Easy enough. Let's see. Probably end up just snipping these guys off and using the existing wire for the taillights, or we may run our own. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But we'll cut them off here. That way we've got the wire if we want to use it. So let's pop the other one off real quick. This is a great way to lose hardware right here. Where'd it go? There it is. Aha! So, same thing on this side. No plugs, just straight wires. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, so they're all daisy chained together. Superb. See that one, the wire's already rubbing off. So we'll see, we may end up changing these guys out. We'll see when we get to there. But, let's pop the other ones in real quick and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we're back with the Z on the trailer. It's been a couple days, beard's a little longer, but we're getting back at it finally. Just getting home from work late and tired and just didn't feel like messing with the trailer. So here we are, we got out a little early today. I did knock out a couple things off camera, just, you know, that you'd already seen on one side, but I'll show you really quick kind of what we did, and then you know, we'll get started on what we got to do today. Today I'm hoping to get the middle marker light mounted up and like ready to go, and then get everything wired. I don't know if we'll get that far, but we're going to attempt to before the sun goes down. Got a couple hours to get it knocked out, so hopefully we can do that. Let's tool you around real quick and see what we did. So remember, we got these mounted. They're not wired yet, but we did go ahead and get all of the ones on this side of the trailer drilled, put in, ready to go. Same thing on this side. Drilled our little hole for the wiring to go through. I don't know if I'm gonna loom it or not. I haven't made up my mind yet whether I'm gonna loom all that stuff or just run it bare so it's easy to mess with later. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But here, oh, also the spare tire came in, so hopefully we can get that mounted. Maybe we'll do that first as something kind of quick and easy. We can knock that out. and just go from there. So let's get going. All right, guys, so initially I wanted the spare to sit kind of up in the middle of the tongue here, kind of something like that. You know, that way I would still have full turning radius and all that good stuff, but the kit I have doesn't actually work for that. I thought I could actually, let's see, I'll pull this tire out of the way. I thought I could actually put it here, mounted on this rail here, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to, because I mean, I guess I could, but it would be facing the wrong way. Obviously it would be sitting in, you know, flat towards the trailer, because as you can see, is if you put it here, you know, it's going to be angled down. It's just, it's not the right design. So it essentially has to go down here on the tongue on the side, so it'll mount kind of like, it'll mount like this, but it's going to put the spare tire pretty low to the ground. So I don't know if we'll be able to use this, or maybe could we mount it here? No, can't mount it in the stakes. I thought maybe we could put it in the stakes, but that's not going to work either. If we put it in the stakes, no, it's not. See, it's not quite wide enough this way, and here if we mounted it like this, well, maybe we could mount it vertically like this, but that sticks off the side of the trailer a lot. Like, it would be past the fender of the trailer, and the fenders are already pretty wide. Tango, what are you doing? Chilling. Hard chilling. So it looks like we're going to try to mount it to the tongue here, right there. We're going to see if this will mount there and it won't put the spare too low. I'm going to put it as high as I can, but there's really only, with how thick the frame of the trailer is, only one height. So I'm going to mount it up. We're going to mock up the spare and kind of see what it does. Who knows, we might be waiting for like a U style to just kind of wrap around that that frame there, so it sits in between the tongue. I don't know. Sucks. We're always waiting on parts. I don't know, that's pretty low, because that is, the trailer's actually leaning back right now, so it's higher than it would actually be normally. So that would put that thing pretty dang close to the ground. So I think I'm gonna go with something like this instead of mounting it way down here. This will keep it up out of the way always, no matter what. It won't get in the way of turning or traveling down the road. This is kind of where I thought I would be able to mount it, would be somewhere in here. And I know they do make like the U clamps that go from the backside, so we'll just go around that rail, go through, you know, through the bolt holes, and then mount it there. All right, guys, so we got our tape out here running just the length of the width of the deck. We know the deck is 82 and a half inches wide, right? So what's that going to be? 41 and a quarter will put us perfectly center, so right about there. So we're going to mark it with this your fancy tape, and then we're going to line up our light right in the center here. We'll mark that. Put our light in the center, run 2 self-tappers through there, and then I think the ground for that guy is just going to ground right to one of the self-tappers, wherever they may be. I don't know. I'm just pointing at random stuff. So we'll ground it directly to that, and then we'll probably just drop the wire straight down and then run it into the existing wire for the running lights. So let's get that knocked out, and then we'll be one step closer to running this wire and that much closer to being done with this. Battery's dead. Gotta get a new one. Good thing I brought one, huh? Hey. What's he doing over there? Being a bum? Tango. Tango, what you doing? You gonna come help or no? No? Okay. Just gonna supervise. Alright guys, so we went and tested one of these to figure out which was power and ground, since it's yellow and black. And trailer wiring typically uses is it white is for ground, and like brown I think is like your trailer lights, your running lights, and then they have like green is left-hand stop, or yellow is right-hand stop, whatever, something like that. So these colors don't go with any of those, so I went and put them up, connected to my motorcycle battery, and it's yellow is positive and then black is negative. We're gonna have to do 2 on each one of these guys, you know, one for power and ground each time for every marker light. So we're just gonna have to knock that out. So it's gonna take a while. I will see you guys once I get all of these soldered and run to the front of the trailer. Then we'll work on hooking the junction box up, which did come in today. So it is the next day, but it was just getting dark last night by the time I got to all this. So wanted to get it on a better day and get cracking. So we'll get all this run to the front. I'll see you once we're up there, and we'll get that junction box put on, and then we'll be ready to pretty much test this guy out and see what it looks like at night. So see you in a few. All right guys, so we got everything wired. We got Drew here giving me a hand back there somewhere. I'm gonna show you under the trailer real quick what we did. We just used the factory routing on the right side of the trailer, and then we just used some like P-clamps. Well, not really P-clamps, but anyway, I'll show you. And drilled them right into the deck, so that'll hold the wiring up out of the way. We won't run them over as we're going down the road. So let's take a look real quick. So you can see we got the wire routed over here. Just made sure to go over the axles, because obviously you don't want to be pulling that down as you come. But here's where we got some decent light. If we can get this guy to focus. Yeah, so that's basically just what holds it up. We mounted them directly to the deck. Here, got another one right here where we did this solder joint. And then we got our junction box mounted. Just tapped it right into the trailer here. 4-foot 7-pin connector, so we should have enough length to the truck.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're gonna give it a shot.
It's turning, you know.
Yeah, we should be all right. So we're gonna get this thing wrapped up. We're gonna get it all finished, wired it up, and then the next time, hopefully, you will see this guy running with some lights. So see you in a bit. What's up, guys? We're back. We finally got it hooked up. Took a lot longer than we expected, because it always does. We had some wiring issues with the junction box. Things weren't correct, but we got them figured out. Got it all packed up. I don't know how well you can see it, but They're on. They're pretty bright in person.
I'll go hit the brakes.
Yeah, check the brake lights out back here. Everything is working. Fantastic. All right, guys, so we're back in the garage. That's gonna do it for this video, but stay tuned for future vids, like the Lex. We did finish that. Drew got a timing belt changed, cam seals, all that good stuff done on the Lexus. We're gonna be five speed swapping this guy in the future, so stay tuned for stuff like that. Other cool videos, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.
Let us know what you want to see.
Peace.